What's happening, guys? Dan from Dan Tracy Music here. So back in 2019, a group of punk rockers from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, went into Cereal Box Studios in Edmond, Oklahoma, and recorded an album that not only pushed the sonic boundaries of them as a band, but also redefined several genres on a whole. The album that I'm talking about is Paradise, and the band is Red City Radio. So without any further ado, let's roll that intro. Alright guys, so we're going to get into a little bit of like kind of the message and the overall theme of the album, which is paradise, which is happiness, which is the human experience, and a little bit of existentialism. And they bring these ideas to light in a bright, approachable way. This album, I feel like this is the time to mention it, was produced by a guy named Mike Kennedy, who, if you don't know him by name, you probably know him as the guy from the All American Rejects. And when you look at kind of just like the contrast of this album, if you look at the vocal harmonies, you can kind of tell that his hands were fully integrated in the process of creating this album, but like in all of the best ways, if I can be honest. 'Cause hanging out sounds nice, and it's only so damn lonely out in paradise, with as cold as ice in my hometown. Makes me so damn happy that I'm not around. So this album didn't just kind of finalize their sound. To a reasonable extent, we could say that they kind of finalized their lineup as well. So their lineup on this album, it's Paul Pedley, who's been playing guitar and doing lead vocals for them pretty much since the beginning. Ryan Donovan, who's their big, loud lead guitarist and background vocalist. Dallas Tidwell on drums, another founding member. But the final piece of the puzzle, I think, was this dude, Derek Envy. They brought on to play bass. He, just, you know what? Just listen to the album. You know, I've been listening to these guys since their 2015 release, their self-titled album, and I was still completely blown away by this. So off of this 12-track epic, they only chose 2 singles to promote it in late 2019. The first one was an obvious choice, Love a Liar, which is kind of poppy, I don't know why you love me type of song. Well, we're gonna let it speak for itself. Alright, and the next song that they chose was one called Young, Beautiful, and Broke, which appears to be a poke at like fame and being a rock star. And yeah, once again, let's just roll clip. So, beyond the singles, there are a couple other notable tracks on the album. Obviously, Paradise, the title track for the album, which kind of tells a story of like longing for love and companionship, but like knowing that you gotta be off like chasing your own dreams. Comes equipped with big guitar solos, big vocal lines, and just it's an all-around bop. We both know The next track that we're gonna get into, I'm gonna show you a little clip of, is Edmund Girls. I have to say that this is like the catchiest song on a whole on the album, and definitely the catchiest chorus. So we're gonna play that right now. Alright, so the next track that we're going to get into is called Doing It for Love. This one reminds me of this weird combination of Social Distortion and REO Speedwagon. I know that doesn't sound promising, but like in the best of ways. I'm going to let these two clips kind of explain what I'm talking about. Alright, last but certainly not least, we're going to talk about and listen to a section from the acoustic track on the album, Fremont Casino, which is both like catchy and toe-tapping, but it's also like super haunting, has like kind of a drawn-out vibe to it. Yeah.
Playing Keno at a Fremont Casino, calling every dealer we know, looking to score. Outside the sun's beating down on this dirty, rotten, sticky Fremont ground, and there's nowhere to sleep on the floor. Don't wanna hurt anymore.
Alright guys, so final thoughts time. So I know that it seemed a little insane. To release an album called Paradise at the feet of a pandemic, but with these ideas that Paradise can be anywhere, it almost didn't matter when they released it, you know? So if you like big vocal parts, you like big thumping bass lines, cool guitar solos, a big cohesive rock album about the human experience, honestly, search no more. If you haven't listened to it yet, drop what you're doing. Just go. Just go listen to it right now. Alright guys, I think that's all we got time for. Let me know in the comments what your favorite song off this album is, and I will catch you guys next time.
So we're playing key.